Hello, hello, everyone. It's Tuesday, and I know this is a change for you, but decided to do my video on Tuesday mornings now. So I will be doing this, and today I have a treat for you. So it's paper pumpkin time. Normally we get our paper pumpkin, and it's takes us a couple of days to put our thoughts together on this and put our different designs together. So today I have a treat, and we get to see both my designs and my partner's designs, Elaine Pelletier with Paper Crafts by Elaine. And we've got plenty of cards to show you that are different than this design. So let me show you about our paper pumpkin. We have three different cards that you get with this. Let me see, there's a little bit of a glare on there, but my sun keeps going in and out, so that's just so you know how it goes. But these are very cute designs here. And then you get the envelopes to go with it, which are so pretty. And once I show you these cards, you'll really get an idea of what it looks like. And you get lots of supplies with this. So on the back side, I'll show you on here that we get all the instructions that you get in the paper pumpkin kit. And then you get plenty of supplies here. You get envelopes. I think they came with 12 cards and 12 envelopes. You get a Stampin' Spot. You get your dimensionals. So I'm going to go through all of the things that you get here. So you get lots of things to make everything you do to make this kit. So here's the stamp set. You've got a tree. You've got your little fireflies. Let your light shine. Explore. Congrats. Let the adventure begin. The world awaits you. Lots of cute sentiments on this. You get some bling, one of my favorite things. I love my bling. So you get that. You get some dimensionals and you get some blue dots. You get a ink spot, garden green, which is great. You keep these and you can use them for all sorts of different things, especially when you travel. Then you don't have to take your big inks. And then you get some items here to enhance your cards. You get a couple of trees that you can do. So here you can actually stamp a sentiment on there and put that on. You can add another tree. You get these wonderful cards. Look how pretty these are. And you actually could tear these apart and use this for paper. And then we're going to get some circles here and some flags to do some more of your sentiments. And then you get your card designs. And look at these. Aren't these cute? And they're a flip, so you can get all sorts of things in there. And look at these. This is so pretty. Love these designs. So we've got that. We've got this one with the trees, and look at this with the mountains, and then the moon. So pretty. You can do all sorts of things with this, which I'm going to show you. And then look at that little camper trailer. Isn't that just too cute? And then you've got your trees here again. So all these cards you get to, as well as the envelopes to make your kit. Woo! Love this. So let me set this aside and let's get this show on the road. Hope everybody's having a great day. So let me I got a couple pieces left here. All right. So this is the first card. These are going to be the cards that I made. And this was with, as you can see, all I did was I cut off the panel. And then I did my mountains in the background here. So I just used this. So I kind of cut mine apart a little bit just so you could kind of see some different ways of using it. I used this die from Majestic Mountain, which was one of our stamp sets in our catalog. And I used the bling on there. And then I actually split the Dream Big, Aim High design. And so I did it so it's actually two pieces. And you can do that, and then you can still put them back together and do them as one piece. But this way I could go dream big and aim high on the mountain. So just kind of give it a little bit of a different thing. Because I didn't want to actually put anything on this pretty design. I thought it was pretty all in itself. And then I put another tree in here, some fireflies, let the adventure begin. So I think this was a cute card to start with. So that's the first one I did. And then here's the second one. And then I used all of the pieces in the kit itself. I gave The World Awaits You, and I added the other tree in the background. And then I use this, and I actually can see I cut this a little bit out, and then I used this as a frame. And then look at this. I made a little card like this, and then I used the little camper as the stop on there. So I flipped it up, and then I put the Let Their Adventure Begin with my little firefly. I actually, instead of coloring this in, I actually just used a little piece of our cardstock on there, and I put a little Wink of Stella on it to add a little bling. But I thought this would make a really cute card. And then on the back side this is the piece that I cut out, and then this is the little lantern. So I use that on the back side, so then that way you can still do a sentiment on the back. But I thought this is a very cute card to do and very simple. This is Shaded Spruce as the cardstock. So again, you just kind of use your imagination, and you can do all sorts of things with your cards. Here's another one with that lantern, and I just cut out the piece here and let it hanging in the tree. And I used one of our ribbons on there, and I used our bling. I stamped a couple of fireflies. You can see they've got a little highlight in here, so you can do that. I added a couple more, and then I actually do a little Wink of Stella on here. I put a little Wink of Stella in the actual flame too, so you can do that. And then on the inside, I put Let Your Light Shine. I cut that out. Well, this is the piece you got. And then I actually just cut this out with one of our dies and put that in there. So another cute card, just kind of piecing it together. You can do all sorts of different designs. And then the last card, let's see, I got two more that I did. I did this one. And again, I just cut this out. And here I did our garden wishes on this one. And yes, I had to do some fussy cutting. Oh, well. But I used our chalks on this one, because, you know, I've used our chalks on a couple of videos I did. And I think that turned out really cute, real soft, kind of actually just, I think it kind of enhanced the colors. I didn't want to overpower these pretty colors on the card. And on the inside, I did a little bit of shading with our brushes. And I used a bee out of one of our Garden Wishes set. So it looks like he's landing on the flower. So I thought that was really cute, that you could just kind of use any of our other stamp sets in our catalog of whatever you have on hand. And you can just use your imagination and come up with something. And I put Thinking of You, which was in the stamp set. I think it was in the stamp set for Garden Wishes. So just something very different, but simple. And then the last one I did, I used our dragonflies. I love our dragonflies. And on these colors, I used polished pink, and I did a Mary Mallow as the outline on there. And I did our little Wink of Stella on there to add a little bling. And I've used the bling that we have. And again, this is Mary Mallow, and I used one of our dies for that. Thank you for your kindness. And because I had this on the outside, I decided I didn't want to leave this blank, because I used our blends, and you know how the blends kind of bleed through. So I just put another dragonfly on the other side of this, so it didn't look bad. So when somebody opened it, they would still see a dragonfly there. Put one inside of here, made it very simple. Put another one inside of here, because I didn't want to leave this blank. And this is also from the Dragonfly Garden set, May Good Things Grow All Year Long. And then I just put some other little enhancements in there. So again, another cute, and this was the one that had the lantern, I believe, in it. So I just cut that out and then just did something else with it. So that was the last. So those were the cards that I made, and I think they turned out really cute. Again, and then I still had plenty of cards and everything left that I could make even more. So, you know, you just can keep going. So these are some of the designs that Elaine did. And she didn't really tear some of hers apart. She decided that she was going to go ahead and just leave them as is, and kind of did her own little designs out of there. So again, she added the dragonflies in here. She added the bling, Let Your Light Shine. And then opening it up, and Dream Big, Aim High was one of the other sentiments in there. She added all sorts of little fireflies in there. So very cute, but again, a different design. And I just love how that bling catches your eye there. Isn't that cute? All right, and then here's another one. And then she did this one with the lantern, but instead of keeping it, she made it almost two-dimensional. So she actually put one on top of the other and did it with a little bit of dimensionals in there. And she hung hers so it would look like it was hanging from the tree. She added her fireflies. She did explore on this time, and then she added some other the items from our catalog as some enhancements to that, and doing some more fireflies in there, lots of those, and let your light shine. Isn't that cute? Just adding something a little different. You know, you don't always, the designs in the kit are meant to get you started, and then you can kind of think outside of the box. So that's why we do these videos. So that way you can get some other ideas on how you can use your kit. Here she added the tree, and she did a little stamping, which is in your thing, in your stamp. She used this tree here as this, and then she just stamped on there, let your light shine, added her fireflies, and she hung it to the inside of her card. And then she just covered it up with a little piece of cardstock. But that way it looks like it's still hanging from the tree. Added some fireflies on the inside. And then the world awaits you. Isn't that cute? Just love all these different designs. This is such a fun stamp set, I tell you. And then, of course, you know, Elaine she has an RV, so she goes traveling quite a bit. And she just loves anything with the camper. So she colored this and then did the cardstock here with the real red, colored it in, added a little bit of design onto the camper itself, let the adventure begin. Isn't that cute? And then added lots of bling inside so that you see that. She added her tree behind here because this comes just with the camper. So she actually added a tree on the inside. As you can see, she kind of glued that in. And then the world awaits you on the inside. Isn't that cute? Just add a little bit of color there, and it just really makes it pop. And then she did this one. This is a new stamp set in our mini holiday catalog that's coming out August 3rd. And this is called Peaceful Cabin. Just love this. And it actually kind of comes with the look of snow on top, but she didn't want that snow. It's not time for snow yet. It's a little too early in our summer, so we don't want to think about that. The world awaits you. She added some bling there. She added another tree in the background, which comes in your kit. She cut that out, as you can see, and then just colored it in. And she did that with our pencils. So our coloring pencils, they're very, very affordable and high quality pencils. So I would definitely choose to do that if you want to start coloring. And again, very simple, just adding one little item in there and change that whole look of that card. Because this is originally what the card looks like. And then see how she just added that cabin and some bling? Makes a world of difference in there. All right, so that was a very cute one. And then she did one, and she did a shaker card. Isn't that cute? And you know, you don't even have to buy the window sheets a lot anymore, because in our stamp sets, they actually come with a sheet that you take it all off of there, and then you put it actually in our stamp container, and then there's a spot for all of your stamps. So then this becomes an extra piece, so that this way you can reuse it and then use it for your shaker card. So isn't that cute how she did that? And all she did was use some of our foam tape that's inside of there so that she could do that, and put it all the way around the edge so that the sprinkles don't come out, our little shaker items. She added the tree to that, let your light shine. And this deer is from Nature's Beauty. So isn't that cute? And how she changed that completely just by adding a couple of supplies. Again, doing our pencils. That's all she did was color it in with the pencils. She added the deer behind there and a tree. Isn't that just adorable? I just love it. So I love this shaker card. We all love those. All right. And let's see. She did another one with Nature's Beauty. Comes with also a fox and a bunny rabbit. The world awaits you. She added more trees that's in your kit. just to add a little bit more dimension in there. So this tree and this tree is actually in the kit, and then these were the two extra ones that she added in. She added the bunny and the fox and colored them with the pencils, and makes another great card. So that's one with nature's beauty. All right, and then we have a good man. Isn't he? He's definitely enjoying himself, relaxing with his camper, I tell you. Oh, and she just, again, colored it with our pencils. Isn't that cute? And let the adventure begin. Added some bling to it and did a little coloring. And voila, you've got another great card. Not much that you have to add to that. You just have to look at what you have in your stamp sets and in your library and see what you can do to add that into any of your cards. So just look and see what kind of stamps that you have that you can use. A lot of it you don't need dies for. A lot of it she just fussy cut all of these out. Doesn't take much, especially with these kind of stamps. It just takes a minute or two to cut that out and then add something different to that. So again, this is with a good man. So that is what we did today. So lots of great ideas here. So let me bring these back in a minute, but let me show you one other thing. Our upcoming paper pumpkin kit is by our co-founder, Shelly. And her designs are absolutely wonderful. As you can even get an idea by the box. Look at that box and the color that she's going to have in there. So I would definitely, if you are interested anytime in our paper pumpkin subscription, you don't have to do it for a long term. You can even do it for 1 month. I would highly suggest that you get this. And this one's called the Hope Box. And she will have some wonderful designs. She is so talented. Again, she was a co-founder of Stampin' Up. So I love when she does this. She normally does one about once a year for us. You have up till August 10th to order this. And you can go to my Cindy's cards on Stampin' Up. So it would be cindyluby.stampinup.net. And I will put that down below in the Facebook post about where you can go to order this. But I would highly suggest this one. So you have until August 10th to order this. They come with lots of great ideas. Again, we will be doing our enhancement on all of our alternatives when we do this. So you're not alone. You will actually get lots of ideas. We do this around the 25th of each month. Gives us a chance to get our subscription and then come up with the ideas so we can pass those along to you. So let me go back and review what we did. Look at all of these great cards. These are the ones that Elaine did. Oh, she did some great cards here. I love them, all of them. They were so cute and so creative. Look at that. All of these great cards here, one by one. Whew, I tell you. All right, then she did that one. All right, so these are all the ones that Elaine did. So you have all of these great ideas that you can review on. All right, so let me get those out, and then I'll review the ones that I did one more time so you can kind of see in case you missed something, you can kind of see. These are the ones that I created. And again, this one was pop-up card for you, so you can kind of see that. And I did this one. I did that one, and then show you that one. So lots of cute cards, lots of great ideas. Again, stay tuned around the 25th or 26th, whatever that date shows around. I always give you advance notice on that. And don't forget to think about ordering your paper pumpkin for next month when Shelly, our co-founder, will have designed this entire box. So again, you don't want to miss that one. So I hope everyone has a wonderful day. I know I'm going to go out later and do a couple of things and enjoy the sunshine outside. And I will see you next Tuesday for my video at 10 o'clock for Cindy's Cards and More. Well, I will be doing a quick and easy card. I will see you then. Have a good week. Bye now.